people think that you can't have long-lasting makeup without piling on tons and tons of products, but that's really not true. And here with 3 simple must-do techniques to keep our faces looking flawless and fresh for morning tonight is celebrity makeup artist Anna Castillo. Good to see you today, Anna.
Nice to see you. Thank you.
So are you a local makeup artist?
Yes, I am. I'm here in the DC area, or
Okay.
the DMV.
But you have done celebrity faces.
Yes, I am.
What celebrities have you worked on?
I've worked on Adrian Barlome. I've worked with Latina Magazine and Shakira.
Wow.
And Amber Rose, just to name a few.
Wow. So do the celebrities overall, do they have like the most gorgeous faces, or do they have the same problems that we have?
No, I think everybody has their flaws, and makeup, what it does is it camouflages a lot of the times, and sometimes it enhances when we need it to. But no, I think as long as you're taking care of your skin and staying out of the sun, that's like one of the biggest things, because then you start getting the wrinkles and the age spots.
Oh yeah, putting on that sunscreen.
Yeah.
So you say there's 3 simple techniques to use that will keep our faces looking fresh all day without having tons of makeup on. I love the sound of that.
Yeah.
So where do we start?
Healthy skin is going to be your biggest thing. I brought a few products to kind of show the audience. You can get over the counter. A big thing is water, hydration, making sure that your skin stays plump. Drinking a lot of water throughout the day is definitely going to help. This product right here is something you can get over the counter. It's just an Evian water spray. You can kind of spritz it throughout the day. It'll help hydrate.
So you put that on your face. You don't drink that, you put it on your face.
You spray it on your face. It's great for the summertime. It's great in the winter as well, because your skin starts getting drier because of the cold weather. But you want to use something like that during the day.
Instead of a moisturizer.
Not instead, just to kind of enhance, and yes, with a moisturizer. But your biggest thing is you want to make sure that you're cleansing and you're moisturizing and also toning. When you're doing that, you want to do that, more or less in the morning. I would try to do something in the morning, and then in the evening I like to do maybe a mask once a week, do a scrub once a week.
And definitely want to get the makeup off before you go to bed.
Definitely.
Take
And
all the product off and get rid of any bacteria that your face may have
Yes.
accumulated during the day.
And this is something that you can get over the counter as well, which is just a cleansing cloth, and this is great. If you start using a product like this, kind of around the eye area, take off all of your mascara, take off all of your makeup, and then in the evening put something
These are
on like
Garnier.
Pond's.
Garnier makes them, but there are a
Yes.
bunch of different companies.
There's a whole-
Neutrogena, right?
Yep, Neutrogena makes it. You can even go to Walmart and buy a cheaper version. The Equate version it's the same thing.
No excuse when you go to bed
No,
to make up when you have
shouldn't.
something so easy, right?
And it's so bad for your skin to keep that on. I mean, the dirt and the grime from throughout the day is staying on overnight, kind of baking overnight, and then in the morning, that's when you're going to end up with blemishes. But you can use, for moisturizers, something like Pond's is great. I use that in the evening. And then you can also, during the day, you want to use something, Neutrogena makes a great one, which kind of helps out like visibly clear skin, and it's got an SPF 30, so you definitely want to use something like that.
Okay, so we're taking care of our skin with a routine of cleansing and moisturizing.
Yes.
Okay, then now we're applying makeup on in the morning, as little as possible. What do we need?
You need, obviously, you're going to start with the clean face, and then something like this product from Ink Cosmetics. It's a primer, and I can put a little bit on the back of your hand just so you can kind of see that. But it's a silicone base, and what you do, if you just go ahead and smooth it over, I want you to kind of feel that so you can see it. But what this does is it's a silicone base, it fills in the lines, and kind of smooths and creates a very clear, clean canvas for you. And then you can go ahead and start with your regular makeup, which is a concealer, and then you can use a light liquid foundation or a stick foundation if you want a little bit more heavy coverage.
And what kind of foundation do you recommend?
I like to use a stick foundation with a little bit of, just a little bit of liquid. And the reason why I do that is the whole reason you're putting makeup on is to cover the flaws. So you want to make sure that you're using something with a little bit more pigment, and the coloring is very important. You want
so hard to get that right shade,
You have to. And what I like to do is I like to use a lighter color in a liquid and then a darker in a stick foundation, and then you can blend it. Because you're out in the sun, obviously the tones of your skin are going to change being out exposed to the UV rays. So
and just summer versus winter skin. I mean, you're definitely going to have a little more suntan on your face in the summer. Yeah,
definitely.
Okay, so the primer first, and then a little foundation.
Yes, a little foundation. Obviously, you can powder, and then when you're starting to get, kind of to help the makeup last into the evening, what you want to do is use a product that has a really good pigment. And what that means is, I'm just going to use this example. It's a face palette from Ink. If you swipe your finger like that, basically it should look exactly the same. If you go over the counter kind of makeup or whatever, if it's not high pigment, what happens is you end up swiping and swiping and putting on and swiping and putting on, and that's why you're using so much product so quickly. So what you want to do is make sure that you use a product with a high pigment, and that will help last throughout the evening. Spray the little water to kind of keep it fresh, and you can powder, and obviously you can't forget the lip gloss, and finish your look with the lip gloss.
Oh, we all love the lip gloss. Yeah, sometimes that's the only thing we wear in the summer.
Right.
But, you know, as far as this high pigment coloring goes, you know, you're looking at the little pots that they sell, and you can't tell because they're all bandaged up, right?
You're
with
right.
plastic. So you have to actually purchase it, buy it,
Yes.
bring it home, and try it out before you know
And
whether it's going to be high pigment or not.
It's unfortunate. You have stores like Sephora where you can kind of go and test. I don't recommend that you use
Go and
those.
play in the makeup, right?
Right, and if you do if you go to those testers just for your skin's sake and for the cleanliness of it, you want to make sure that you're using the tester. Kind of use it on your hand, don't use it on your face. There's too many people that go through that.
All right, well, we have to mention that when you're not doing makeup, you are an active duty
Yes.
Air Force
Yes,
military person. Do you get called up regularly? Or?
Yes, that's my full-time job. So I'm blessed enough that the Air Force, right now I'm on leave, I'm on vacation, but I'm blessed enough that I have the support from, you know, my work to be able to take my time off and take my vacation time, and I do things like this to kind of promote.
And you have your own line of makeup.
Yes, I do. It's called Ink. It's INK, and basically it's ink for your face. It's not permanent, but as you can see with the coloring, it stays on throughout the day. What I did is I kind of formulated something pretty quick. It's been 10 years really because of the military. I am full-time, and what I did was I paid for a lot of pigment in the coloring, so that way I had my own product. I was on a limited budget, and I couldn't keep doing with the kits and the kits, you know, so I wanted to create my own, something that I could be proud of.
Well, congratulations on the line and on your military duty, and thanks for helping to sound like a very busy lady. Where can we find ink?
You can find ink right now. My first store, the ink spot, is going to be at the W Salon in Burke, Virginia.
Okay.
And we just had a big launch party on Saturday, and I thank everyone for coming out and supporting us on that. It was a huge success. And you can find it there, and then soon we're going to be going into e-commerce, and God willing, I will eventually have a store.
And so we can buy it online. Anna Castillo, celebrity makeup artist. Thanks so much for coming.
Thank you so much.
Good to see you,
Nice
Anna.
to meet you.